Hey everyone, welcome to my journey in the Bible chronologically. We shall continue. Numbers chapter 22. It discusses Balak sends for Balaam, the donkey, and the angel. And we pause right there. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, God's precious word reads as so. Then the children of Israel moved and camped in the plains of Moab on the side of the Jordan across from Jericho. Now Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. And Moab was exceedingly afraid of the people because they were many. And Moab was sick with dread because of the children of Israel. So Moab said to the elders of Midian, "Now this company will lick up everything around us, as an ox licks up the grass of the field." And Balak, the son of Zippor, was king of the Moabites at that time. Then he sent messengers to Balaam, the son of Beor, at Pethor, which is near the river, in the land of the sons of his people, to call him, saying, "Look, a people has come to Egypt. See, they cover the face of the earth and are settling next to me. Therefore, please come at once. Curse this people for me, for they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I shall be able to defeat them and drive them out of the land, for I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and him who you curse is cursed." So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the diviner's fee in their hand, and they came to Balaam and spoke to him the words of Balak. And he said to them, "Lodge here tonight, and I will bring back word to you, as the Lord speaks to me." So the prince of Moab stayed with Balaam. So Balaam said to God, "Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent me, saying, Look, a people has come out of Egypt, and they cover the face of the earth. Come now, curse them for me. Perhaps I shall be able to overpower them and drive them out." And God said to Balaam, "You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed." So Balaam rose in the morning and said to the prince of Balak, "Go back to your land, for the Lord has refused to give me permission to go with you." And the prince of Moab rose and went to Balak and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us." Then Balak again sent prince more numerous and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak, the son of Zippor, please let nothing hinder you from coming to me, for I will certainly honor you greatly, and I will do whatever you say to me. Therefore, please curse this people for me." Then Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, "Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord my God, to do less or more. Now therefore, please, you also stay here tonight, that I may know what more the Lord will say to me." And the Lord came to Balaam at night and said to him, "If the men come to call you, rise and go with them, but only the word which I speak to you that you shall do." So Balaam rose in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the prince of Moab. Then God's anger was aroused because he went, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way as an adversary against him. And he was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. Now the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand, and the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. So Balaam struck the donkey to turn her back on the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in the narrow path between the vineyards, with a wall on this side and a wall on that side. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed herself against the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. So he struck her again. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right or to the left. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she lay down under Balaam. So Balaam's anger was aroused, and he struck the donkey with his staff. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you that you have struck me these 3 times?" And Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you have abused me. I wish there were a sword in my hand, for now I will kill you." So the donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey on which you have ridden ever since I became yours to this day? Was I ever disposed to do this to you?" And he said, "No." Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand, and he bowed his head and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said to him, "Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I have come out to stand against you, because your way is perverse before me. The donkey saw me and turned aside from me these 3 times. If she had not turned aside from me, surely I would have killed you by now and let her live." And Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned, for I did not know you stood in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displeases you, I will turn back." Then the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but only the word that I speak to you, that you shall speak." So Balaam went with the prince of Balak. Now when Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him at the city of Moab, which is on the border of Aram, the boundary of the territory. Then Balak said to Balaam, "Did I not eagerly send to you, calling for you? Why did you not come to me? Am I not able to honor you?" And Balaam said to Balak, "Look, I have come to you. Now have I any power at all to say anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that I must speak." So Balaam went to Balak, and they came to Kiriath Huzzon. Then Balak offered oxen and sheep, and he sent some to Balaam and to his prince who were with him. And we pause right there. Very, very interesting record that just basically shows that we can't do things within our own powers and our own desires, especially when it comes to speaking on behalf of God. God had cautioned him not to go and to please people. He decided that he was going to go and speak. We're speaking about Balaam. Lo and behold, that the donkey the donkey's eyes were open and was able to see the angel in his way to prevent Balaam from dying, because as you heard, the Lord was going to take him out. This is a marvelous, marvelous account for us to learn many things from, in obedience and in trying to do things in our strength, especially when it comes to saying that we're speaking on behalf of God or doing things on behalf of God. We need to be very mindful, very, very mindful. May the Lord bless y'all, protect y'all. We shall continue in my journey through the Bible chronologically. Be well. Bye-bye.